Welcome to the NCDWI Guide podcast, where defenders of the Constitution assemble to prepare for courtroom battle and firm owners gather to develop marketing strategies that will revolutionize the practice of criminal defense. Here's your host, the NCDWI guy, Jake Minnick.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the NCDWI Guy podcast. Today on the episode, we have a special reading by Jonathan Dichter of an article that he wrote for the Washington State Defense Journal called I Will Stand With You. Jonathan was on episode 9 of the podcast, so if you have not listened to that episode, go back and listen to that first. But I really think you're going to love Jonathan's thoughts about who it is that we defend, the people that we represent, and how we can form a relationship with them. Enjoy the episode.
I will stand with you. Remembering what our clients really need. By Jonathan Dichter, Managing Attorney, DUI Heroes. This article originally published in the Washington Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers DUI email newsletter in 2014. Before we can get to negotiations with the prosecutor, before we can draft our motions to suppress BACs, before voir dire, before closing arguments, before everything we consider to be the core of our jobs, we have a piece we often fail to consider: our clients. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely we're all aware of the fact that we represent clients. We're aware of our obligations under the rules of professional conduct. We're aware of the fact that our clients are essentially how we get paid to do our jobs. But there are times we forget basic truths that will help us do our jobs better. Knowing what our job is, though, becomes critical now. So let me state this at the outset. Our job is not to win. Our job is not to lose. We can't control those things. Even the best of us lose, and even a lousy case sometimes turns into a winner. We can only do what we can do. So what's our job? Our job is to help our clients through the process and to make sure they're not going through it alone. My goal with this article is to remind us of some things we occasionally forget. Look, we all have lives. We have spouses, kids, mortgages, parents. We have good days. We have bad days. But we have to remember our clients through it all. I had a client recently tell me that a former attorney was quite mad at him because he'd reoffended. This made almost no sense to me. The client sat and cried in my office because he'd angered someone he viewed as a trusted advisor. I know clients struggle, and it's not my job to judge or be upset. When clients come to me for help, it's my job to be there for them and to continue helping them, to make sure they're not alone. Let's consider a first offense client, how we could be viewing them. My average first offense DUI clients are in their late 20s and early 30s. They have jobs, often they have a kid or two, and most of them, whether they will admit it or not, are terrified to have to call me in the first place. They're about to embark on a journey that will cost them days of work and in some cases thousands of dollars they may not currently have. It can cause marital strife. It'll cause the kids to ask questions. What's that you're blowing into, Dad? And even if they're able to get a great result, reduced charge or whatnot, the impact on them will last for years. And they need to know this. Many clients ask their lawyers after court, wait, what happened? Remember, the average DUI client doesn't know what a continuance is, much less a Rule 3.5 hearing. Imagine if instead of business as usual, we spent the extra 5 minutes it would take to explain to the client what was going to happen, and more importantly, why it was going to happen a few days, or even a few minutes if needs be, before their court date. Imagine if during our initial consultation we listened more than we talked, and were able to connect with the client on a human level. To explain to them that what they were going to go through was going to be very hard, but that they'd go through it with you at their side, guiding them every step of the way. Not just fighting for them, but fighting along with them. Think about being that scared client and realizing that you have someone like that with you. Regardless of the outcome, you'd be a happier client. Now, your first defense clients may not look like mine. They might be younger, older, or different in every other possible way, but no matter what, you can always control the attitude you have towards and about your clients. Here's another important truth that many of us forget. Yes, this is a professional business. Yes, we have a higher level of education than most of our clients, and yes, most often we know what's best for them. But at its heart, this is a customer service industry. If we don't provide good customer service, we don't get clients. We don't get referrals, we don't thrive, we don't prosper, and frankly, we don't deserve to. We, the defense bar, take up the mantle of defending the vilified criminal defendants. We dedicate our lives to standing with them and defending their rights. We ensure the police and prosecutors follow the rules and treat our clients humanely. But our foremost responsibility is to remember our clients' humanity and, to put it simply, to treat them with respect. To help them through the forest, guide them, talk to them, and when necessary, hold their hands while we do it. Look, we can't always win, but we can always win our clients' respect. And that's what they deserve, our very best, every day, every time. Because they have way more at stake than we do.